The lady is for turning.
I don't want people to be concerned, so I am being very clear that we will not be going ahead with the regional pay board.
The gentleman is for flip-flopping.
We've seen with the Rishi's campaign as well, he's had like 9 different things now where he's flip-flopped.
And the prince is for pegging.
And they look at me and they're like, you know, what?
These are the interesting times.
Total cook addict.
Hello everybody, my name's Matt Johnston and welcome to The Interesting Times, a show that likes to take a sideways swipe at politics right here in the UK. There's been a delay of postal ballots going out to Conservative members for the upcoming leadership elections, as extra levels of cybersecurity were put in to stop someone hacking the system. Liz Truss put forward some plans for saving money by cutting pay for public sector workers and then scrapped it a couple of days later under pressure from her own party, as this showed leadership, apparently. And Rishi Sunak, who previously said no tax cuts, will now cut the 5% VAT on energy bills. But it was, as it always seems to be, Nadine Dorries that grabbed the headlines. She retweeted a picture of Rishi Sunak as one of the Roman senators stabbing Boris Johnson as Caesar. Bigamy, digamy, you're all acting like a bunch of dicks to me. Liz Truss also met with former leadership contender and now Truss backer Tom Tugendhat, and they embraced with all the genuine warmth and feeling of a prostate exam, as Liz attempted to put out an imaginary fire on Tom's shoulder. While Jacob Rees-Mogg went on Sky to explain where the cuts could happen.
There are a number of savings you get by moving civil servants out of London. You don't have the London waiting or the London allowance, and property costs are lower outside London. These are really important benefits, and it ties in with levelling up because you're moving the jobs out of London. But at the same time, we need a smaller civil service. We have 91,000 more people working for the civil service than we did in 2016. We need to get back to the 2016 level.
So you're saying we have lots more civil servants now than when we did in 2016? Did something happen in 2016 that required a lot more civil servants? Of course, they were brought in to carry out all that red tape we got rid of on account of us leaving the EU, right? Not been a good couple of weeks for the privileged pencil. He also went on LBC to explain his 2018 prediction that there would be no queues at Dover.
They
The
are
French
at
have
Dover,
decided,
Mr. Rees-Mogg.
and
Are
they
you
are at
prepared
Dover,
to
but-
apologise that you got that wrong?
Yes, of course I got that wrong,
Yes!
but I got it wrong for the right reason.
No! He wasn't the only one taking the trip to La La Land, as fellow Truss backer Brandon Lewis then took on Sunak's policies.
We've seen with the Rishi's campaign as well, he's had like 9 different things now where he's flip-flopped around.
And showed that they could be trusted with the economy by their firm grip on basic algebra.
One of the things I think is slightly odd that I see from our competitor camp, if you like, is they keep flip-flopping around on like 9 different things at the moment, and particularly on the protocol, where I've seen them sort of argue against it and now have come and supported it.
9 different things.
Okay.
Really, I mean, on tax,
1,
on the economy,
2,
the Northern Ireland Protocol bill,
3,
China,
4.
on a whole range of things.
You can't just say a whole range of things as a replacement for numbers. Countdown would be a completely different show.
25.
300.
Then
On a whole range of things. Now give me the fucking teapot. It was Liz Truss, though, that stole the show and refused to return it. She told a packed hustings in Exeter, which appeared to have an average age of over 75 and an average IQ below it, that she would ignore Nicola Sturgeon, say no to a Scottish referendum and another Brexit vote. So she would just do away with people's democratic rights then. Blimey, she is continuing Johnson's legacy. It came home. England won the Euros, and honestly, what great news, not just for England, but all the other home nations that don't have to hear about 1966 anymore. And honestly, I don't think anything could beat this day. I stand corrected. The Witches of Deceit Thick weren't the only ones at the final though. So was Prince William, representing the royal family. So on to the final, and it was touch and go, and they were drawing 1-1 at the end of normal time, or level pegging, as I believe it's called. But the Lionesses came out on top when the striker poked it in at short range. And at the end of the game, Prince William was on hand to give a handshake or a hug for the Lionesses. Now he is over 6 feet tall, was standing on a platform, but he was quite happy to bend over for the ladies. And that's it. No time to talk about Wagatha Christie as a very much flip side of the Lioness's tale. Colleen Rooney, wife of Wayne Rooney, and Rebecca Vardy, wife of Jamie Vardy, have been in a long dispute about...
on a whole range of things.
Sure, And long story short, Rebecca Vardy lost. The judge said that her testimony was manifestly inconsistent, evasive, or implausible, although that has put her in the running to be the new Secretary of State for Digital, Culture, Media and Sport. No chance to talk about the Commonwealth Games opening this week in Birmingham, including the Rwandan team who flew in and will presumably be flying out again while saying, "Ha ha, see you later, suckers." And local celebrity and comedian Joe Lycett took a moment to share some much needed love.
And I'm going to do something now that the British government doesn't always do and welcome some foreigners, this time from the region of Asia.
No chance to talk about the scrapping up beloved satirical news show Mock the Week. Oh no. Where will people get their satirical weekly news roundup now? What? Here? By subscribing and hitting all the notifications button? Really? Well, if you say so. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all next week.